Where are you with DirecTV? That's all anybody wants to know.
No new updates.
Yeah.
Same as last week. But yep, not for lack of effort. Our team's always reaching out and trying, but nothing new to report.
How did Sling TV come together?
So it was part of our discussions with Dish. Dish has been a partner for a few years, and basically in a series of 2 announcements, we announced 2 things. One, that we extended our agreement with Dish through 2024, and the other is Dish is now carrying us on their most highly penetrated tier across the whole country. And the third piece of that was our first over-the-top deal with Sling.
Are you happy with the 9-game conference slate that you guys have?
I am. Our teams like playing against each other. There are a lot of traditional rivalries. Our schools tend to like high-quality games, big brands in the stadium. Like to play tough schedules, both within the conference and non-conference. So it works well for us.
Are you open to examining that further, or talking to coaches about it?
We discuss it every couple of years. It comes up, I think, with the new college football playoff. We were thinking about, is this the best model? Is there a different model? But I think we believe that strength of schedule will be rewarded by the selection committee if there are teams with similar records. And we feel like the Pac-12's got as strong a road for any champion that anyone would have, with 9 conference games, very strong non-conference schedules that we have, plus a championship game. So we think if all things are near equal, Pac-12 teams get the benefit of the doubt, and we like it. But we'll evaluate every few years. The college football playoff is still new, and if something were to change, we'd of course reevaluate. But for a lot of reasons, we think the 9-game conference schedule makes sense.
Along those lines, do you think everyone else should be playing 9?
I would like to see everyone have the same. I said a few years ago, I suspect the world will move toward the same approach that we take, not only because the selection committee signaled the strength of schedule will matter, but also I think fans are becoming increasingly discerning. In our conference, I guess it's always been the case, you got to have a pretty good matchup to fill the stadium. That hasn't always been the case in other parts of the country, but I've noticed in other parts of the country where typically they could fill their stadium regardless of who they were playing, that's changing too. So I think for a variety of reasons, over time you'll see other conferences adopt what we've done and play nine conference games.
Have you had any dialogue about conference mandated injury reporting? All teams seem to do that differently.
Yeah, not for the last few years. That was a big topic a few years ago, but it hasn't come up recently.
Do you think that is something that should be done, looked at, or no?
I think we've decided to kind of leave it as it is. For a while, we debated it pretty heavily a few years ago, and it seems to have settled down as an issue. And I think in each market, each coach is kind of finding their way with their local media.
Larry, why are you at this game? Why aren't you at Utah-Washington, which is tied right now with 4 minutes to go?
I know. We're going to keep this tight so we can see the end of it. I try to get to most campuses every time during the season, and before I knew College Game Day, was going to Salt Lake, and before I knew what was on the line, I had made certain commitments here last night, and I'm going to go up to Corvallis as well later today. So important to me to get around as much as I would have liked to have been there for the game day thing.